Good matching today, Tanya. But giving you those stories, South African State Power Utility Eskom said today that its net loss for the financial year that ended in March had widened to 23.9 billion rand from a revised 11.9 billion rand loss recorded in the previous year. This year, Eskom has implemented the worst power cuts on record in South Africa, with outages of up to 10 hours a day, curbing economic growth and fueling public frustration. In more South African news, South Africa recorded a trade surplus of 13.14 billion rand in September, revenue service figures showed earlier. And in other news, data out earlier from the European Union Statistics Agency, Eurostat, showed that inflation across the Eurozone dropped to two-year low of 2.9% in October, down from 4.3% in the previous month and below a consensus estimate of 3.1% from a Reuters poll of economists. Core inflation, which excludes volatile food and energy prices, dropped to 4.2% rather year-on-year in October from 4.5% in September. In more of those Euro news, the agency also revealed today that the Eurozone economy contracted by 0.1% in the third quarter, below consensus estimates for GDP to be unchanged from the previous quarter. The ECB now expects the Eurozone economy to grow by just 0.7% this year, 1% in 2024, and 1.5% in 2025. Both the growth and inflation pictures in the region remain highly divergent across the 20-country currency bloc. But that's all the top stories I have for you today, Tanya. I wonder, though, how the markets are looking today ahead of SA's mini-budget tomorrow.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm seeing from my screen. It's very much muted territory, although it's dipped quite a bit since the start of the show, currently at 0.4% in the red. But we'll dive into a little bit more than that in our Market Watch, joined by our Market Watcher, Makwe Masilela, founder and CIO of Makwe Fund Managers. Makwe, let's actually start off with the Eurozone. We saw latest economic data point sees a two-year low at 2.9% in October, down from 4.3% in October. But then, when we combine that with an economy that is not growing, what's the outlook? I mean, is the market celebrating? Is this like okay, but not so great? How is the market digesting this economic data point?
I think it's more of a mixed feeling, because remember, market participants, they want to see inflation going down because that will confirm that interest rates don't have to be high going forward. And as we've seen in the last decision that was made by the European Central Bank, but now it also tells you something that we've been complaining about, that there's rapid increases when it comes to interest rates. They've got a potential to tip economies into a recession, and we're now looking to that Q3 GDP number from the euro area. I mean, it risks falling into a recession unless if something gets to improve. I mean, falling 0.1%, anything could happen in Q4 that the economy could fall into a recession. So as a market participant, you ask yourself, do you have which one is a better one? To have a technical recession or a potential technical recession, or probably maybe to have inflation